Heart Business on Heart 1027 with Moneyweb.
I'm chatting with Denise Neethling, Head of Marketing at Pay Me Now. Denise, appreciate the time. Earned wage access. What are we talking about with earned wage access? What is the process? What is the product?
Lovely speaking to you today, Simon. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Yes, quickly, in a nutshell, earned wage access is basically a concept that allows employees to get access to their earned but unpaid wages during the course of the month. Not all of it, just a portion thereof. And the main reason we do this is to allow employees to get access to their own money to pay for unexpected or emergency costs that arise during the course of the month. We know that's a reality that everybody faces. Everybody has unexpected costs or emergency costs during the month that they didn't bargain for or budget for. And we don't want people to have to, resort to loan sharks or go into a debt spiral just to cover these costs. So instead of getting a loan, we give you access to your own money during the course of the month to help you cover those costs and stay in control of your financial wellness.
Okay, so that's the earned part. So let's say, today is the 13th. We're almost at midpoint of the month. So I would have access to perhaps a quarter or a fifth or maybe a tenth of my salary at this point in the month because I've done the work already.
Yes, so basically how it works is most of the time the norm we see is employers giving their employees access to 25% of their net salary. So if you've got a specific cycle through which you can access Pay Me Now, and then your daily balance accrues with 1 day's worth of salary of that 25% that you're giving access to. So on the 13th day of the month, you've earned 13 days worth of salary, but then you get access, like I said, to 25% of your net salary broken up into your cycle. So that's just basically how it works. It's just to allow you to have this safety net, this little first aid kit to cover any unexpected costs that you might incur during the course of the month.
And this would then be, it wouldn't be me coming directly to Pay Me Now. This would be between you and the company. And the company probably doing it, simplest sense, you don't want staff stressed about money, but it would be, then it would be company-wide. This would be one of the benefits of working for this company.
Yes, so we operate in a B2B2C manner. So we partner with a company, so we integrate directly with a payroll. It costs the employer absolutely nothing to partner with Pay Me Now, and then we integrate with your payroll system. You tell us these people have access to Pay Me Now, and then basically through our app, they are given the opportunity to access a portion of their earned but unpaid salary during the course of the month. We facilitate the payments, so we take that cash flow burden off the employer, and we also take the whole, in case you had an in-house salary advance system or something, it really puts a lot of extra burden and worry on the payroll department to have to manage these things in-house. So with Pay Me Now, we're a data-free app. They get access to a percentage of their salary before the end of the month, and it gives them back that dignity also from not having to go and ask for money when they need it. They get access to it. It's data-free. They can access the app any time of day, any time of night, because we are once it or depending on their cycle, you can access it 24/7.
Yeah.
And then basically, yes, it's B2B2C, so it's an employee assistance program and adds to any employer's employee value proposition within the organization.
Yeah, and I don't have to, as you say, approach HR and, of course, paperwork, and those things take time.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It really just it becomes a very long process and with a lot of admin involved.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Cut that out. That is why we make apps and the like, because to cut out that admin and the paperwork. And the list of your users also suggests that it's actually the majority of your users are the youth. And this might not necessarily be because they're more in need, but maybe just because they adapt to technology quicker. But it is being used by the younger generations.
Definitely, yes. You mentioned something that I was about to say. So our analysis of our Pay Me Now profile showed that more than half, the majority of our users are from the youth. And I think exactly like you said, not necessarily because they are in more need, it's just because they're so much more comfortable with doing things via an app or through their phone. So nowadays when you can run your life through your phone, now it also allow them to practice financial management and responsible spending through their phone as well. So yeah, I think that adds a lot more to them being a majority user of the platform, and it's just that they're comfortable with it.
And you've also got the financial education within the app, which you say that they are embracing. So it's not just that they're solving an immediate financial need, but they're actually solving a bigger issue, which is just becoming genuinely smarter around money, something which, we're not really taught at our schools, we're not taught at universities. Our parents didn't teach us because, well, no one taught our parents either.
Exactly. That's the thing. And the great thing about this is when you start this, you foster kind of, from a young age, being responsible with your money, thinking differently about your money, and that filters through the generations. And we saw on PayMe now also this bulk of youth that's on our platform. They typically buy vouchers. So with PayMe now, it's not just earned wage access, but we've also given people access to vouchers for necessity products like airtime, data, electricity, and groceries, and so on and so forth. Now, you mentioned the financial education. We've seen a great deal of people get to the highest level or tier within our app when it comes to the financial education. And when you're on that tier, which is the gold tier, you can buy vouchers free of any fees. So we really see that they are really educating themselves and they're really embracing the skills that they're learning by getting to that gold and then making their money go so much further by getting access to vouchers free of fees. And it's great to see how we are creating a financially savvy youth, and that's really good news, moving forward and knowing that this is the young people of the country, and we see such a high uptake of the financial education modules on PayMe now by these youngsters.
Interesting that they're vouchers, because then, of course, you can be tracking what it is. And you mentioned, you didn't mention, for example, I don't know, movies on a Saturday night or takeout. This is proper, again, I want to say being responsible about money. It's transport, it's data, it's electricity.
Definitely.
I mean, it's those critical components.
Yes. Our vouchers are for items, like I said, that we deem as necessities. We don't want you to have to go to ask for a loan to buy groceries or to buy electricity or something. So our vouchers are really for necessities and things that we think is necessary for you, for your basic rights and living conditions and all that. So it's the highest level or the highest percentage of vouchers that we see them buying for is for airtime and for data. And that's also very interesting with the young people, like you said, so much more on or comfortable with their phones and adaptable to doing life on their phones. It makes sense that they buy them for airtime and data. But then also clothing, electricity, and groceries are also high up on the list. So it's great to see that they are using this for these necessities. And like I said, groceries more so than cash.
A quick last question. The loan comes in, as we said, up to a quarter of your salary as you've earned it, and then it essentially is off your next paycheck. This isn't a 6-month loan that I've now taken.
Not at all. It's not a loan at all. So whatever you advance during the course of the month will simply be subtracted from your next salary before it's paid to you, and then next month the cycle starts from scratch. So or completely new. There's no carryover, there's no repayments, there's no interest. So no, it's absolutely not a loan.
Denise Neethling, Head of Marketing at PayMe Now. Appreciate the time.
Heart Business on Heart 1027 with Moneyweb.